Hello, Saturday the 21st of January 2012. Welcome to another United Kingdom talk. Here I am on a faster broadband speed. Yes, boys and girls, I have re-upgraded my Virgin Media speed to 50 meg. I did go down to 30 meg and I don't know, I didn't think I'd notice with the speed. I don't think I did at first actually, but as these shows have got a bit longer, the upload speed is taking quite a long time to go up. You know, sending this show up to where it goes to. So I've re-upgraded to 50 meg. I have to say, wonderful service, as always, from Virgin Media. Although I wasn't sure he was going to make it. I've actually got to thank the man from Virgin Media. What was his name? Richard. That was it, Richard, who came round. I had an appointment booked 8 till 1. Okay, it got to 5 to 1, and you know how it is, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You're sitting there thinking, that bastard isn't going to come. Do you know what I mean? You do, don't you? You're sitting there thinking that, and at about 4 minutes to 1, the phone rang. Oh, hello, it's Richard here from Virgin Media. And I said to him, I said, well, I've got to thank you. He said, why is that? I said, because you've left it so late in getting here, I have been unable to make my dentist appointment, so I'm quite happy. Of course, I've had to rebook it for next week, but it's no problem, really. He got there between 8 and 1, exactly when they said it was only here for a few minutes. He bought a brand new, beautiful modem, a great big thing. It's much bigger, actually. Apparently a hub. What's it called? Just a minute, let me see what it's called now. Oh, do you want to see it? 1 minute. Here's my brand new, massive modem. Look at the size of that thing. It's massive. Hang on, let me just focus that for you. There we go. New modem, and it's called... Got a torch around here somewhere as well. What is it called? A Superhub. I have a Superhub, boys and girls. Yes, there we are. Come back here now. Sit down, that's it. I have a Superhub. Okay, so I've now got my 50 meg back again, and everything is lovely and fast. All right. Now, if you're in London or visiting London, I've just come across this piece of information. Now, you may or may not know, regular viewers and listeners to the show will know that I've been very fortunate enough to go to Fortnum Masons twice in my lifetime for afternoon tea. Not a cheap experience at the best of times, but just got this email from you, and it says, afternoon at Fortnum's. We are delighted to announce that while the St James's restaurant, which is where I've been for afternoon tea, is closed for refurbishment to open in the spring, other Fortnum's restaurants are stepping to the breach, so there's no need to forego your favourite Fortnum's afternoon tea. You know, like I go there every week. Not at 35 bloody pounds a time, I don't, dear. Let me tell you that now. Oh, dear. Anyway, it says... while we're closed from 10 a.m, where afternoons come early, you can take tea in the parlour, which is a duo of... Oh, does that mean two? A duo of scones, selection of seasonal mini ice cream cakes, pot of classic tea for £18 in the parlour. Or, if you want to upgrade yourself, boys and girls, go the whole hog, you can have afternoon tea in the gallery. That's the gallery tea in the gallery restaurant. Monday to Saturday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Afternoon sandwiches. This is more like it. Afternoon sandwiches, a duo of scones, cupcake of the month. Madeleine? What the hell's that? Madeleine? I don't know what that is. Pot of classic tea, £26. Okay? Or, if you want to go the whole way, and you know me, dear, I don't like doing it. Go the whole hog, okay? 4 o'clock in the Fountain Restaurant, a choice of hot savoury, duo of scones, selection of bonbons, pot of classic blend tea, £28. How wonderful is that? Okay, so if you want to do any of that stuff, that's all going on in Fortnum Masons. A little bit cheaper at the moment because they're redecorating the other place. All right. Got to say hi to a lot of new people who seem to be joining the audio side of the show. This show is available in audio or video. You can just listen if you don't want to watch. Okay, the best way to go is to go to the main website for the show. That's at unitedkingdomtalk.com. UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. You'll see all the shows there. The most recent one always being right at the top. And just on the right hand, I think it's on the right hand side. Is it on the right hand side? Let me check on my machine. I think it's on the right hand side. Just a second. Let's have a quick look for you. Yes, on the right hand side, you'll see all the old shows there going right back to October 2005. A lot of those are just audio. Okay, that's when I first started doing this. I think the earliest show is the 1st of October. Yeah, the 1st of October 2005. There's a little picture of a rather young looking me there with a full head of hair. You know, and it's actually not that long ago. 6 years ago, I had a full head of hair. Look what happens now when I tip my head forward. Oh, it's very embarrassing. The man at the hairdressers, he now cuts my hair 1.5 on top and 1 back and side to try and disguise the fact that I'm going bald. And that's the way it is, although it is quite a long time coming. All right, so once again, best way to watch the show, go to UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Newest one right at the top, old ones below that and to the right. If you've got iTunes, you can also subscribe to this show, either the audio or the video. They are both on iTunes. Just type in United Kingdom Talk and you should find it there on the iTunes and subscribe. Of course, totally free of charge. All right. Some emails coming in over the week then. Gary wrote on the subject of what I said about celebrities, loving it and well said on the celebrities. Thank you very much, Gary. Well, it has to be said, doesn't it? You know, it really has to be said. Again, if you're wondering, sometimes you're a new person, you're just joining us for the first time, you may wonder, oh, I wonder what he said about celebrities. All the shows, if you go to UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk, have like a summary on them, and just look for the one that says celebrities and you'll find the one which would have been a few days ago. All right. Hello to Cordelia. And we spoke about Anthony Worrell Thompson because he got caught nicking from Tesco's. And Cordelia wrote, that's why Tesco's profits are down. Anthony Worrell Thompson has been nicking again. Yeah, Tesco's profits are down for whatever reason. It's a bit embarrassing, really, for the guy at the top, right? Because before, he's only been there, I think, a year. If I'm right in thinking. The guy before him just kept putting the profits up and up and up. In the first year, the new guy takes over, the profits are down. I mean, but on the other hand, you know, when we say the profits are down, they're still making millions and millions of pounds. How much money do people want? Do you see what I mean? People are so greedy. They're so greedy, aren't they? They just want more and more and more. And I can't, well, what do you do with all this money? You know, it's like, I'm sure you know people yourself. People who just desire more and more money, they set themselves a target and they reach it. And then from that moment they reach that target, it's not enough. So they put the target up again. It's just total greed. Absolute total greed. Got to say hello to CharlieHidesTV. Another excellent podcast. She spends a lot of time doing those podcasts. It's a drag queen that I've worked with many times. Very professional. Very professional video cast. Much more than this. There's a lot of editing and special effects and things. If you want to have a look at that. Discretionary viewing advised on that one. Sometimes you get a bit of swearing. Sometimes a bit sexy, okay. That YouTube user is CharlieHidesTV. CharlieHidesTV, that's the username. And she says, hi Chris, loving the new title sequences. Yes, we've got, I think we've got 6 so far now. We're still looking for others. Maybe you can put together a little title sequence for me, can you? And send it through. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Sean writes, when I worked in Tops Tiles, that's a tile shop, the tradesmen were afraid to tell me jokes about sexuality. We were talking there about people who are always offended. You know, oh, I'm offended by that. You know, the woman who was offended because David Cameron said that that idiot Ed Milliband had Tourette's. You know, and I'm saying, you know, he didn't go out there to offend anyone. He did. It was just a matter of speaking. And then someone puts, oh, I'm offended. I'm offended. And I said to you, you know, I never get offended by anything that's said to me. You know, the whole gay thing, you know. Some of the straight boys that I play to, whether I'm doing karaoke or discos, they're always having a joke with me. I'm never offended. It's funny. It's called a sense of humour. Get a sense of humour. Sean, also gay, is saying here, the tradesmen were afraid to tell me jokes about my sexuality, and I ended up telling them jokes that they cringed at. He says, the only time I take offence at anything is if it's said with malice, not in idle chat. Different thing altogether, of course it is. Thank you, Sean. You know, if someone says, I really hate you, you dirty gay bastard, or something like that, yes, that is offensive. That's offensive. If someone says, come on, you old puff, give us a kiss, that is not offensive. It's funny. It is a sense of humour. Get a life if you're offended. Sean also wrote on the subject, he said, I don't care. I say to people, I don't care. That's what I say to people who have no clue anymore. You're virtually afraid to say anything anymore. Not me, because I just say it. I just say it. And usually, you know, the person you're having a joke with is not the one offended. It's someone else. Someone else who has this stick in their big, fat, ugly nose, doesn't it? Who is offended there. Stacey, hello Stacey, writes, I love how honest you are. People should take a lead from your book. You're so right about people being offended. It's ridiculous. Well, it is. It is ridiculous. I don't think they've got anything exciting going on in their lives except to look to be offended all the time. I really do. Young Sean writes, on the subject of me thinking about taking a ride in a microlight. Oh, yes. He says, if you're afraid with heights, Chris, close your eyes when you go on the microlight. Well, what's the point? You see, the thing is, Sean, you say that in jest. I went on rides at Disney World over the years, and as soon as the ride takes off, I close my eyes. And I keep my eyes closed, and I hold on to whatever's in front of me or whoever's next to me until that ride stops, and then I open my eyes again, and it's all over. So what's the point? What is the point? You can't close your eyes on a microlight, can you? But it does seem a bit, you know, to be so high in that sky, just hanging from a few bits of metal. Hello to Ben Gill. Hello, Ben, who says, great show. I prefer the longer shows. Thank you, Ben. A few of you are saying that you do actually prefer the longer shows, and I'm kind of wondering if that's why we've got so many new audio listeners, which I said at the beginning of the show. The audio show now seems to be going at 2,500, 3,000 shows per day, and I don't know how that's happened. The video stays at around, altogether over all the different platforms, about 100 shows a day the videos go at. But the audio only is going out at like 2,500, 3,000 shows a day now. And that's in the last week or so. And I'm not quite sure why that's happened. But if you're a new listener, welcome to the show. You can watch as well as listening. Just go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right. Hello to Doug, who says, the video game story you told the other day reminded me of a joke where the guy steps on a digital talking scale in his hotel room and it tells you, one at a time, please. Thanks for reading out the post from the nurse. I can relate what she said a lot. Yeah, we were talking about a nurse who's done this little bit of writing about the 5 things. She is a palliative nurse. She looks after people when you know, the end is nigh. You know, there's nothing else they can do for the people but make sure that they're comfortable on their way to their next plane of life. And she was saying the 5 biggest regrets that people have, and one of the top ones was that virtually, no, she didn't, not virtually every single man that has died in front of her has told her, I wish I never worked so much. So interesting that, and Doug's relating to that. Thank you very much for that, Doug. Let's see where we're going to here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I hope you enjoyed the video yesterday. Did you enjoy the music video yesterday? We Are the Brits. Did you miss it? Oh, honestly. Well, if you missed it, simply go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk and look for the show dated 20th of January 2012, and you'll see the music video, or indeed just hear the music video there. All right. As I was saying, a lot of people enjoying the longer shows now, except for Nick Cabby, who I spoke to on the phone the other day, he says, oh, why have your shows got longer? I says, well, it's just the way it is. The real reason is so many emails that you're very, very, very kind to be sending in. I have trouble keeping up with them, you know, and I don't like people to wait days and days. And it was getting to the stage where people were waiting for weeks for an email to come up. So that's one of the reasons, or the main reason, I really extended the show. But Nick complains. Nick is a London taxi driver, and he used to sit in the ranks, you know, as they move. They all kind of sit on this little part of the road, and the one at the front takes the passenger. And there's like a queue of them, and as the passenger goes, the taxi moves off, and they all move up a little bit more. And Nick used to watch a show while he was sitting in one of these ranks. And he complains that now, of course, you know, now that we're back to longer than 10 minutes, it's taking him, you know, he's watching part of the show and then he's at the front. And I said to him, it's very simple, Nick. Just pause me, dear. Put me on pause. Eh? Oh, come on, Nick. I thought you was a huge international fan. I'm most disappointed. Nick writes, your shows just get better. Thank you, Nick. I think it's a load of old tosh, to be honest. I couldn't sit there and watch myself forever. Other people think I do. I certainly don't. Your shows just get better, but not impressed with the state of my cab windscreen interior after your rant the other day. I, for one, was not offended. It made me laugh unexpectedly while having a mouthful of cheesy croissant and latte. Needless to say, it got spat everywhere. What an awful mess. Did I make you spit out your food? How awful. Oh, dear. You must swallow, Nick. Don't spit, swallow. Pardon? Nearly as bad as the incident this week when I was sharing idle chit-chat and a coffee with another cabbie in Horse Ferry Road, just a stone's throw from Channel 4. Da, 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 bum, 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 bum. If you're young, you won't know that tune. That's the old Channel 4 logo music. The best. It was the best. None of these stupid little moving things they've got there. It was proper graphics. That's what it was. He says, when all of a sudden a bird, at least the size of an albatross, swooped down low from the skies of Southwest 1 and released the entire continent of its boughs onto my head. Oh dear. Well, you know why that is, Nick, because you have got even a more shiny head than me. That bird probably thought you were standing there. It probably thought someone had turned on landing lights. You see, and then it tried to land on your head. But with your quick moving, you know, it didn't quite get there and instead dropped its load on you. He says, a rinse off in the sink of the loo in the nearby Starbucks followed. Did anyone come in while that was going on? While you were rinsing your head, what did they think? Bring follically challenged proved to be a bonus for once. A full mop of hair and I would have been there all day. Can you just imagine having to wash your hair in the sink at Starbucks? And as for eating cold pizza the next day, well, that is just plain wrong and simple. The only way to eat next day's pizza is to stick it in the toaster, slice by slice. Oh, agreed. Or under the grill, of course, Nick. He says, that is very tasty indeed. Be lucky, from Nick the Cabbie. Yeah, I totally agree with that pizza story there. Too many people, what they do is they put the pizza in the microwave and it's just vile, isn't it? It's all soggy and horrible. We don't like that. We really don't like that. And finally today, let's see. From James, who says, hi, as for your cat, because Katie's been acting a bit strange. She's meowing an awful lot there. She won't shut up. Oh, it's like being married to a woman. It really is. And meow, meow, meow. And I'm like, shut up. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, for God's sake, give it a rest. Has anyone else got a talkative pet? And it really gets on your nerves sometimes. You may, of course, include your wives, husbands, boyfriends or girlfriends in that comment. If you want to write back and tell me about it. Have you got a pet or partner that just won't shut up and you think, oh, for God's sake, give it a rest? Let me know about it. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. James says, hi, as for the cat, you have to get used to their strange behaviour. I just laugh at my cat's strange behaviour. Like all pets, they are good company, though. Yeah, they are. Oh, they are. Pets are good company. She comes in the living room, sits on my lap and, you know, purrs. And her little paws are outstretched like that, sort of very close to my neck. He says, I like the new starts, your new logos and accompanying music. Oh, the music is actually the same. But if you listen carefully, you can hear some drums and other bits of noise in there now. I can see why you like keeping busy. I hate being bored too, but it's all nice to hang around with friends too. There is only so much work you can do, and that's from James. Oh, I don't know. I always like to find plenty of work to do. You know how it is. Anyway, that's it today. I'm doing a one-off today. If anyone's around the Reading area, I shall be DJing at a new place called the G Bar in Reading. Just a one-off. Okay, that's Saturday night. Saturday the 21st of January 2012, I'm DJing at the G Bar in Reading. That's it from the show today. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.